Hello, this is Eric Hackler from NoNameTeam. I'm going to be showcasing some of the changes we made since our last milestone. Here I'm going to launch up the build in low graphics quality. And so here in the main menu we now have, let me turn down the audio so I can be heard. I'll just keep it low. Okay, so here in the main menu we now have, or the level select screen, we have a main game top score, which shows you your high score in the game, and also for survival mode, and that's a separate scoring system. This is where some new changes are. So now it's a little bit easier for the player. The bolts travel a little bit slower out of the boss, and the player doesn't take an incredible amount of damage when a bullet hits them. Because we want players to be able to make it through the boss fight. This is going to be our first boss fight in the game, so we want it to make it so that like all players should be able to beat it without too much difficulty. But the difficulty starts to increase as you advance further in the boss fight. And now there's more audio feedback on the boss, letting you know what's going on. It's not as dangerous in the center of the boss as it was previously. So you don't have to maneuver as perfectly as before. So now the boss is releasing a poison around itself, and it's trying to get me away from the core. And now all these blocks over here have raised up that can be used for cover. So as you just heard the boss say, there's going to be some enemies coming at me that I have to kill. And now all I have to do is just shoot the core until the boss is dead. And there's one final thing that happens after I destroy the core. So now I just have to get out of here, or I'll be killed by the blast. And now it's over. And I'll also showcase some of the changes I'm making in the wave survival mode. So these ammo pickups can only be picked up by a revolver. Any other weapon, and you won't be able to pick up the ammo in them. And I'll make them a different color so you could know that it's for the revolver. We'll be making some changes with that. So now there's 7 waves, and they progress in difficulty, and there's some new enemy types that show up in the wave survival as well. So the starting wave, you just have the revolver, and now I have a period of time, I have 10 seconds before the next wave is going to start, and I could go into the shop and purchase another weapon. The time that it takes between waves increases, so like the next wave I'll have like 15 seconds, later on I'll have 20 seconds. But for the beginning it's you know, fairly fast to get things in motion. So I guess here I'll buy a Beretta. And I'll get some ammo for it. Now there's 17 zombies. And look at this, here's our first different zombie. It's an armored zombie. He has 500 health. Moves slower than the others. And here comes another one. And so I made the zombies be able to spawn like different types in the same wave, and also at different times. So it's very customized. As well as, I made it so that you could spawn zombies with more health and speed and different things. So it's now very flexible how I want to set up the waves. That's basically the changes that I made to wave survival. Also, there's one more thing I could show, which is the barricades, which I fixed some bugs with, and now they're really reliable. They repair faster. I'll show in just a moment here. Alright, here we go. So I'll get some barricades here. You could purchase multiple. You could move them out. You could rotate them. You could even raise them up and down when you place it. Let me place another one. You just press F to place a barricade. And so if the barricade takes any damage, you could go up to it and repair it, but you can only pick the barricades back up if they're at full health. And you can't repair them now when zombies are damaging them. Previously you were able to repair them when they were being damaged. Now you have to wait for them to, you need to kill the zombies first. Yeah, now I could damage it and show that I could also repair it. I could hold down F, I don't have to keep tapping it, but I can optionally keep tapping it. Also, I could throw my weapon now to damage enemies. It'll do 80 damage, so if they're damaged, it'll kill them. These enemies have 100 health. Any weapon will damage them. If I have the riot shield, it'll damage for 100 health. But the riot shield is not in this level. There's no use for it. And that's everything we have so far. Thank you for watching.